Greetings and bienvenue, midnight crew. Thank you for returning to this broadcast, and welcome to new viewers joining us for the first time. If you like a video, then feel free to subscribe.
Hello everyone. This is my first time posting here, so bear with me as I'm not too sure how everything works as far as Greentext and whatnot. This is something that happened over the course of a week while I was house sitting for a friend of mine from work while he and his wife were on a cruise. I've never really had any kind of paranormal encounter or anything of the like happen to me before, so I'm still not really sure if it counts or not. Some days were more active than others, so I'll do my best to cover everything if anyone's interested. Day 1. First day watching the house. Friend had 3 dogs and a cat. 2 of the dogs are older and starting to lose their vision with age. Get all my things unpacked in the spare bedroom and open the doors to the backyard to let the dogs out. Let them run around, do their business, and play fetch for a little while. After about 10 to 15 minutes we head back in for treats and water. As I'm getting their treats ready, I hear what sounds like the front door open. It's that distinct, squeaky, squealy noise front doors have when you open them. Early on the first day, think my friend came back because they forgot something as their ship leaves the next morning. Walk around the corner of the hallway to see what they forgot. Front door is still closed and locked from when I got in that morning. Didn't think anything of it other than it was weird. The days pick up activity-wise as the week goes on. That was all that really happened on day 1, and I didn't want to shove a lot on one post. Night 1, nothing else happened during the first day other than the door sounds. Feed all the animals and put the little ones in their cages for the night. I should mention he has 1 beagle that he lets roam free and 2 little ankle biters he has sleep in a kennel at night. Check the cat in the cat room and head to bed, closing the door behind me to keep the cat out because friend said he likes to sneak in and hide under the bed. First night around early as fuck am. Ankle biters start barking at nothing, waking me up. A little annoyed but shrug it off as the older one is going blind, so I figure that's why he's barking. Vaguely remember hearing what sounded like footsteps and feeling like someone was in the house moving around. Get out of bed and open the door to see if anyone's in the house. Footsteps stop. Dogs bark maybe twice more as I was walking out. Everyone calms down as I come into the living room. Check the house but find nothing out of the ordinary. Go back to the bedroom, shut the door, and get back in bed. Morning, day 2. Wake up early for work. Roll over to find my bedroom door halfway open. What? I know I shut it all the way. Found the cat hiding behind the exercise bike tucked away in the corner. Figured the little fuck pushed on the door or something, or I just didn't have it shut all the way. Catch cat, put him back out in the main part of the house so I can get dressed. Let the dogs out, feed everyone, and head to work. Afternoon, day 2. Come back from work, tired as fuck. Open entertainment center to get to the TV. They have one of those fancy ones with 2 swinging doors you have to open like an old hutch would. Turn TV on while I'm letting all the animals out. Go outside to play fetch and play with the dogs for a while. Come back inside to find the TV is turned off and the doors on the entertainment center are just about closed. Check for the cat to make sure he's not on his shit again. Cat's asleep in his room. Start feeling a little more aware of what's going on. Turn TV back on while I go shower off. Come back out after drying off to find the TV off again. What the fuck? Get pissed at TV thinking there's some power saver mode that I can't find. Go back to playing with the dogs. Night 2. Nothing happened overnight. Ankle biters starting barking again, but I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary outside of their barking. Morning, day 3. Wake up for work again. Roll over to find my bedroom door wide open yet again. Start feeling really uncomfortable at this point because I know I made sure that door was shut and latched before falling asleep to keep the cat out. Checked for the cat anyway, found him asleep in his room on his chair. Brush it off the best I can and get ready for work and let everyone out, feed them again. Leave for work. Afternoon, day 3. Come back from work not as tired. Still a little on edge from this morning. Open everything up again to let the dogs out. Turn the TV on, then take a shower. Dry off, get dressed and come back out to check the dogs. Effing TV is off again. Start ruling out any kind of power saver mode. Say F the TV for a bit, go back out to play with the pups. Doesn't matter how old they are, they're all pups to me. Come back in after a while to give them treats and settle in for the night. Just happen to glance down the hallway to my bedroom. Bedroom door is wide open. This time feels different, kind of frozen in place. Get a very weird vibe coming from the end of the hall. Not quite like someone is watching me, but pretty close. All in all, just made me very uncomfortable and spooked out. Close the door carefully and go back to the living room, still on edge after the day. Everything was pretty calm for days 4 to 5, my bedroom door hadn't been fucked with and there was nothing else major aside from the TV turning off when I wasn't in the room, which I pretty much accepted at this point, and the dogs would bark but not much else. The only real new thing was I'd started hearing knocking sounds late at night coming from somewhere in the house that'd come in threes when they did. There were a lot of regular noises you would hear a house make, but these were distinct when they would happen. My last 2 days are when the most happened while I was watching the house compared to the other nights. Afternoon, day 6. Got back from work somewhat late thanks to Florida traffic. Set my stuff on the table, turn the TV on, usual shite. Open up the back doors from the sunroom to the backyard as usual to let everyone outside to do what dogs do. Come back in to find, surprise, the TV is off again. Accepted it as the norm and went back to my usual after work routine. Come back out after showering to feed the dogs and settle in. Start watching the evening news while the littlest ankle biter sits on my lap. As they're going over the weather, I catch movement out of the corner of my eye. The fricking sunroom door closes halfway on its own and stops moving when I turn to look. Are you fricking kidding me? Honestly, don't know what to think or do at this point. Just stare at it for a minute before saying fuck it and going back to the news. 5 or so minutes pass. It fricking moves again. Stops again when I look at it. What kind of house is this? Finally talk my balls out of hiding and walk over to the door. First thought is to check for drafts, crooked door frame, bent hinges, anything that could make it close on its own. Nothing. I should probably mention I had all the other doors, windows closed, so there was no way for a draft to possibly sweep through the house. Open the door back up and go back to the chair. Tell myself it's just one more night and I'm free from this shite. Little side note to show the layout of the house. More or less just to show how everything was arranged and to show that there was no possible way for wind to flow through the house to move the door in any way, as those were the only 2 doors I'd have open at any given time. Day 7. Final day. Happy to be almost out. Nothing really happened up to this point for the day. Remember back to all the ghost shows I used to watch and how they would talk to rooms or spirits and shite like that. Fuck it, why not? Introduce myself, tell it I don't mean it harm, stereotypical shite like that. Notice dogs are getting more alert as I'm talking, but shrug it off. Start talking in the direction of the sunroom, ask it if it can give me some kind of sign that it's here or show itself. two ankle biters start nervously pacing around the threshold between the living room and sunroom. Ask it again if it can give me some kind of sign that there is actually something here. Ankle biters start growling, barking more than usual toward the direction of the sunroom. Freaks me out a little bit, not going to lie. After about a minute or so of their barking, growling, I decide fuck it and tell it to never mind to get the dogs to calm down. Dogs settle down as soon as I say that. Gather them up and head to the recliner, so sit down. As I sit down, I notice the lights in the house suddenly get brighter as if they'd been dimmed and I hadn't noticed. Keep on edge until they return the next day and get the fuck out. That's about it really. Sorry if it wasn't as climactic as you'd hoped. I'd never had anything like this happen to me, so it was just something I wanted to share with someone. I've had friends that have house sat for that same friend that have said they've felt like they've been watched, but nothing to the extent of what I'd felt. I told my friend that owned the place what had happened, and he's said he's never had anything like that happen to him or his wife, but he definitely looked spooked when I told him what was going on. I talked to one of my friends who has also house sat the same place while they were away again. He said he used to fall asleep on the couch and wake up feeling like someone was watching him from the kitchen. He said the main thing that creeped him out the most was the fact that the older beagle would always be sitting by the couch staring in the direction he felt something looking at him from. We both have no idea what it was or if we were just feeling shite or not.
I hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you enjoyed tonight's story, then please subscribe to the channel as more Greentext will appear daily. A new broadcast will appear when the clock strikes midnight Central Time.